Hi everyone! Today I'm going to teach you how to change the engine air filter of your BMW M6. Before I come back, please click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to my channel. I'll be back. I have the Canon high flow air filter here. And today I'm going to teach you how to change the engine air filter of your BMW M6. I have here the BMW M6 competition, and the BMW M6 competition has the 4.4 liter V8 twin turbocharged engine that produces like 575 horsepower according to the paper. But the actual dyno, this car actually have 630 horsepower. But anyway, I'm gonna add probably 3 to 5 more horsepower with the high flow air filter here. And you can use this filter also for your BMW M5 F10 version. Come here, Brianna. And it's really easy. What you need a long extension. Not too long, but this one is the perfect one. And also ratchet, and you need a T25 Torx bit. What you want to do? This is the location of the engine air filter, and you need to unplug this from the airbox. Let's unplug the sensor. The thing is, you cannot get to the screw in the back without unplugging this. There is bolts like right here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, you need to unplug the hose right here in order to access the one in the back, and it's harder, this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the harder side first. So what you want to do, you want to get a flat screwdriver and you want to loosen the clamp. This is really easy. You don't have to go to a mechanic to do this. Just be very careful. This one is very brittle, so you want to be really gentle when you move it, like that. There you go. So once it's unplugged, you want to get the extension. This is the perfect one. I will put everything in the description where you can get it. So then you just go there. Okay, got that one. I already loosened it for this video, so it will make it quicker. And you don't have to remove the whole thing, just have to there you go. Make sure it doesn't fall to the engine bay. Yeah, some people have to remove the whole airbox, which you can do by come here, Bruna. Just taking this Torx bolt out, but you don't have to do it. So I was able to. Oops, I forgot to loosen this one. You can just take this whole thing, and then look at that. Isn't that easy? And this is where you inspect. Look at that. It's pretty dirty. What happened is, in the Carfax I didn't see a maintenance record for air filter change, so this is when I decided, look at this, this is the time that you can clean the airbox. So what you want to do, just get a microfiber towel and clean it up like that. If you want to be fancy, I'll be back. I'm gonna give you the ultra shine protectant right here. Just put it on your, and then it makes your airbox looks newer. See that? Now your air box gonna look new. This is a good time to clean everything. There you go. Isn't that nice? So anyway, now put this aside. This is really cool. I have like the Torx bit set. I'm gonna put everything in the description where you can get it. So let's check it out. You can get a different filter. Okay, some of you asked me, EJ, please remove the carbon filter. The European car doesn't have this. I know some of you told me, hey, do carbon filter delete. But in the United States, especially the state like California and Virginia, we have a strict emission rules. That's right. This is United States emission rule right here. You can delete it if you want, but as for me, it doesn't really give like that much performance gain by removing it, and I'm not gonna remove it. It's just my preference, okay? For some of you, you can delete it, and the thing is, I've seen some research and dyno result by removing it. It doesn't really, what do you call it? Gives that much horsepower. What counts is this right here, stricter air filter. You want to change it with really nice high flow air sensor. This will give you around like 3 to 5 more horsepower than the paper filter right here. And then this thing, you can wash it and re-oil it back, and you know, it's a lot better than this one. It has better airflow performance with this one. My Corvette, my Porsche have K&N. This is gonna actually help your engine breathe better. But as for me, I know some of you will say, hey EJ, you should delete this. No, I don't want to delete the carbon filter. The thing is, this is for my personal preference. I don't want the car to be out of compliance with the emission standard of the state of Virginia. I know it will, you can remove it and it won't give you the check engine light. It's okay if some of you prefer, but as for me, since I live in the United States and the state of Virginia have a annual state inspection, I'm not gonna remove this, especially if you live in California. I know some of you will prefer to remove it. You can remove it if you want, but I prefer not to. Again, disclaimer, I prefer not to, because this is an emission standard equipment for the United States. In Europe, they don't even have this carbon filter. So anyway, now we want, okay, this is what you want to do. This is a oil filter. As you can see, come here, Rena. There's some excess oil. This is no good. You need to wipe it a bit before you put it on, like that. So remove that. So it's okay. So what you want to do, oops, I think this is for the other side. The thing is, the air filter is different for each side. Gonna get the, it's so slippery, so you want to get the excess oil on the side off, and then you're gonna put it on. There you go. Now it's perfect. So yeah, we want to get this excess oil from the side. There you go. Now once you're done with it, you just want to put everything back. Okay. Yeah, this is actually very easy. This is one of the easiest maintenance that you can do yourself. So what you want to do, put the hose back together like that, the clamp, and tighten everything up, and I'll be back. Everyone, I forgot to tell you, before you connect the hose right here, you want to tighten the bolt in the back. because this is how you access the bolt in the back by disconnecting the hose. So anyway, this is gonna be the last part that you have to connect after you tighten the bolt in the back. I'll be back. Everyone, now that I connect the sensor back, and some of you are wondering, the sensor on the driver's side, the release button is located on the top, but if you're trying to release the sensor on this side, you're probably wondering where's the release button. It's actually in the bottom right there, so you just pull it out and remove it. But on this side is a lot easier. On the driver's side, the passenger side, if you're in Europe, it's backward. The driver's side is on this side, the passenger side is on that side. So anyway, I already loosened some of this. You're probably wondering, where in the world is the bolt on this side? So just move this hose out of the way there, and then yeah, I don't have to loosen the hose on this one. I don't have to disconnect it to access the one in the back, because it's wide open on the passenger side, the US version of the car. If you live in Europe, it'll be the opposite. So anyway, yeah, and then the filter is interesting. This is for the passenger side, and the other one that I just put in is for the driver's side. It's really interesting how BMW did it, but yeah, with this one it's really easy. You don't have to disconnect the whole thing. What you want to do is just pull this one out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up.
It's over there, Papi.
Okay.
Left side.
Okay, I'm gonna get the cleaner. There you go. And clean it all up to make sure it's not. Ooh, look at that. There's some stuff going on there. Yeah, this is a good time to clean everything up. And again, I'm not gonna do a carbon filter delete, because again, this is an emission equipment in the United States. So now you just wipe excess oil here, and then you want to put it right here. Yeah, the passenger side is super easy compared to the. Now we're done. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it takes probably less than 10 minutes. This is something that you can do at home. You don't have to go to mechanic. You know, it's super easy to do it. Then you just tighten everything up. This is very important maintenance, guys, especially if you have high performance car like this. Like, you have to check. Look at this thing. It's getting really old and dirty. See that? Yuck. Look, yeah, this is why when you buy used performance car, you have to check the Carfax. And I'll teach you later how to put your DIY maintenance in the Carfax. I'm really excited now. The Carfax people decided to provide record maintenance service for car owners. So anyway, yeah, this is really dirty. See that? This is gonna affect your performance. Now with the Canon, and there's another filter, I forgot the name of the company, but I decided to use Canon since I use that for my Corvette, my Porsches, and all my high performance cars. Now we just have to tighten it, tighten everything back together, make sure all good, and you don't have to overdo it. The one in the back. Yeah, this is really fast. You can do it at home, like on Sunday, you know, when you have time. There you go. Now put the hose back. Don't forget. There you go. And put. Okay, the hose is all in place. Perfect. So anyway, make sure everything is, you know, clean. That's all. So anyway, that's how you change the air filter of the BMW M6, and this is the K&N model that you need right there, model 332488. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna put everything in the description where you can get it, all the tools and the cleaning stuff. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Love you guys. Bye.